it earns billions, but pass on the little to the fighting men who die for an ideology that is so rotten and corrupt. They themselves are pocketing the money, and their children are studying in Europe and in other places, which I think none of you here can finance such journey. Yan ang masakit din. They collect taxes, support season in Netherlands, and they do nothing but mouth government and mouth, war, dogmas, and everything. Hindi na sila nagpapag. It's about 53 years in the making, and until today, the poor people are dying. Congress, especially Senator Bato, kindly dig more because we have identified the person who imported the AK-47 into this country on the pretext of using it in the security, providing security and guards in all business establishments and would also can afford. Sa mga armas na pinasok nila dito sa Philippines. So that my orders today to you, if you see them walking around, kindly shoot them dead. And one deportation, as you can see every night on TV. And then what the police now sees about almost $1 billion worth of drugs every day. And if you look at the 888, there are about 1,000 Filipinos arrested every day by the police in connection with drug trafficking. And that is why I go crazy looking at the situation. They are still around. We do not have the laboratories now because nawala na sila. At itong naiwan ngayon are doing the importation. We are fighting, almost losing battle. I will reach you some. But corruption is the endemic in government. You cannot stop corruption. Nobody can stop corruption unless you overturn government completely. If I were the next president, if you think that it is really a need for you to change everybody in the system, then you declare martial law and fire everybody and allow the new generation to come in to work for government. Then kung hindi mo gano'n, walang mangyari. Nandiyan in the system, the days when the Philippines decides and acts in the shadows of the great powers. We will assert what is rightfully ours and fight for what is rightfully due to the Filipino people. No room for modern-day slavery. We have started a new global civil rights movement for the migrant worker. And we asserted the arbitration ruling on the South China Sea clearly and in no uncertain terms, bilaterally, and the ASEAN, and finally at the United Nations General Assembly. And let me talk about that. National Award is now part of international law and beyond compromise and beyond the reach of passive governments to dilute the menace or abandon. They are cheating government by the billions in tax. And they still want that frequency because yan ang pinapag-awayan. No. I will give it to a Filipino na gustong magawa ng tamang unpay because it's a ABS pen, yung even their equipments were imported tax. Kaya talaga kung di mapabayag, is their own government billions. Hindi contact na sa nakalagay doon 4 hectares. So ang binabayaran nila 4 hectares sa property tax. Suppose that occupy 40 hectares. That complex na. Pero ginamit nila na papel yung 4 hectares. Yun lang ang binabayaran nila.
May pasalamat naman.
Well ahead of its realization, you have to work on these guys, and well, I'm sure that we can have a respite of this contagion in your own little way. Finally, I would like to reiterate my call for Congress again to pass legislation to establish a single agency that shall focus on and respond quickly to the needs and concerns of our OFWs. I pray that the next leaders and our future generations will not squander our natural resources and fight for the integrity of our environment in a manner fiercer and more effective than my administration had ever done. The pandemic has taken so much from us as a nation. But like other adversities that tested us time and again, it can never take our courage and resilience and the spirit of bayanihan one, rather bayanihan and the value of the malasakit are now indelible in us Filipinos. We shall use these gifts to forge ahead towards a better normal. As we come to a point where the risk of COVID-19 transmission can, to a certain extent, be managed, and I'm hopeful that we shall be united in forging ahead towards bringing the country back to its robust growth path. Let me end by adding this particular statements. We are on learning, education and learning. Despite our inability to conduct face-to-face classes during this pandemic, we remain determined to deliver quality and accessible education to all. Creation of the basic educational learning plan. Community plan enabled uninterrupted learning to students in the basic sector while ensuring the teachers' health and safety and well-being. While the pandemic has demonstrated readiness, resourcefulness, and capability of government to serve the Filipino people through the use of ICT and digital services, it has also shown its inherent deficiencies and weaknesses, as such that they ask Congress to pass an e-governance act that will set up transition of government processes to digital age. I'd like to add something on the protection of our overseas Filipinos. I also ask Congress to pass a law creating the Department of Migrant Workers and Overseas Filipinos kailangan po ito because they are suffering they suffered not only yesterday but they are still suffering now with so many inadequacies in both our government response and including the monetary assistance. To ensure that there is a department that is solely focused on addressing the needs and taking care of the welfare of our countrymen abroad. Let me also touch on the environmental protection. It has also been 13 years since the Supreme Court of Mandamos ordered the rehabilitation of Manila Bay. Unfortunately, no immediate substantial action to comply with the Supreme Court's order was undertaken until 2019, when this administration started its long overdue rehabilitation. As of May 2019, all illegally operating open dam sites surrounding Manila Bay has been shut down, while 151 out of 187 LGUs surrounding the bay have now access to sanitary landfill. Establishments have been forced to comply with environmental laws and ordinances, while those who did not have been closed. As a result, pollutants have been greatly reduced. Coliform levels also reduced to its barest maximum and now its longest levels in years, if not decades. I urge DDNR to sustain the efforts to continue working with our LGUs to restore Manila Bay to its former glory. You know, just one little thing before we end. Yung pag-ano sa Manila Bay, where there is a corner where all of the garbage by current, the action of the current. Nandito marami sa likod ng luneta. Ginawa natin yan at nilagay tayo itong yung puting SONA, which is scattered into small pieces. Nawawala minsan yan because of the waves. So every now and then we still have to replenish because we cannot change the nature of our shores. That is how it is. It is not a permanent fixture there, coliform. It is there from the mountains and we break it down and bring it to the sea. But that would occupy that place, irrespective of there is a high tide or low tide. Nakakatulong yan at nawawala yan. And the only way to do it is to replenish it until we can think of a good alternative of how we can process the whole thing back to its normalcy. If there was really normalcy at the time or at any other time in the past. On the resilience, again, dinagdag ko na lang ito sa time is good and as any other time again to ask you. In line with this, we hope to pursue the creation of public entities dedicated to managing emerging and re-emerging diseases. I thus fervently ask Congress to enact a law creating the Center for Disease Prevention and Control and the Virology and Vaccine Institute of the Philippines. We must gaano natin kahirap however poor we are, I think that the Filipinos, given the proper support and the things, the equipment that they have to use, we can, I am sure that the Filipino brain can also process or make vaccines in the future. Tapos na po yan, ma'am. I ask Congress to pass the Disaster Resilience Act that will create the Department of Disaster Resilience. Let us also, pagkatapos ito, ma'am, ikaw yung unang tao na mag-congratulate sa akin, ha? Kaya ako nagkautal-utal dito, dahil sa iyo. Let us also pass the law implementing the Fire Protection Modernization Program to bolster the readiness of our firefighters and ensure their ability to respond to fires and disasters. Related to this, importante ang trabaho ng bombero, maniwala kayo. They must also be there during any disaster happening. Let us also push for the mandatory establishment of education centers in every city, province, and municipality throughout the country, which will provide the basic needs and assistance to all evacuees during times of emergency. Now, there is now the conclusion. Ay, salamat. Botsang Duterte to. The lights go out for this administration 11 months from now. The work that we started and expected to finish within constitutional time frame of 6 years has been done. Much was hoped for, but we need not despair. Desperation is a feeling alien to the resilient Filipino. A peaceful and prosperous Philippines is no longer a distant dream, but one that is within our grasp. If our future Filipinos would also do it, they would continue. They would continue and would seize the opportunity to work together. Malaki ang papasalamat ng mga kababayan natin, lalo na silang sinasabi na mas panatag ang loob nila ngayon. Hindi na napabahala ang mga magulang na lumalabas ang mga anak nila naglalakad sa gabi. I will not elaborate on this. You can draw your conclusion. Alam mo, when the Filipino father, mother, or a child naglalakad sa gabi at siya ay kagaya ng iba, even in America, you go into the inner cities of LA and New York, sa Washington DC. There's a corner there, they say, do not go there because you'll not come out alive. Ganon. Kung hindi maglakad na sila, puro takot na lang ang nasa loob nila, ma-hold up sa jeep. Tapos pati yung taga-ombudsman na Buntis, patay pa, pati yung bata sa loob na dyan. But just to get the money to buy Cebu. Because when the monkey is riding on your back, yung katawan mo hindi mo na maano. That is why you need to higop, sip. Kailangan mo maghigop at kailangan mong pumatay pag wala kang pera. Hindi naman talagang papatay. Maybe not. The mind is not ready for that. But in the struggle, you put up the struggle, if you are the owner of the money, Talagang papatayan ka, huwag hindi maibigay. Yan ang ayaw ko. Kaya nung na-mayor ako sa Davao, ganito, mga umalis kayo sa daan. Yung daan, yung public transportation is for public good. Huwag mo silang takutin na magkanto pag-uwi. Nandiyan, nagiinom man sa... Yan ang hilig ng Pilipino. Mag-inuman. Hindi mo malaman ang mga nag-uwi na babae, they have to take another route that will be longer because nandyan mga standby. So the streets are unsafe. Hold up, pinapatay. Sabi ko doon sa Davao lang, wag na lang ako dito sa Manila. Hindi naman talaga ako alam dito. Pero alam nila, alam ng pulis kung ano ang gusto ko. Magprangkahan tayo. Sabi ko sa pulis, isauli mo yan. The roads, the highways are for law-abiding citizens of this country. Yung mga kriminal, yung mga the dregs of society, huwag ninyong gamitin yung mga daan, hindi para sa inyo yan. And I will see to it that you are not there. Be sure that when I pass by, I do not see you. Because if I see you, I will dance with you. Isauli ko. Kaya ngayon, medyo hindi naman talaga, but yung mga sales girl, mga shopping center, panatag na ang loob nila. At least ang chances of being mugged, murdered, and raped. Yan ang ayaw ko. Pag malayo, nakahigop na, kunin yung pera, hilain doon sa medyo maliit na mga grassy portion ng rape at papatayin. Yan ang hindi ko matanggap. Just like yung Pilipino sa Bigwin. I may be just a little bit crazier than the others. But that is what I am. Ayaw ko yung lalo naman magsyapo ka tapos pasyal ka kung ano, wala kang makuha pera, aakyat ka ng bahay. Just like that bank teller. It was raining so hard, just like the rains that we had experienced. It was pouring almost cuts and nails. Ang lakas talaga ng bagsak na ulan. She went home to knock the door and pump the door loud. But ang parents nilang matanda ng parents, hindi nakarinig. So anong ginawa nitong mga sa construction workers? Yeah, because yan nga ako galit sa dugay. Nabibili nila mura. Since 200, 300, susuyupin nila at pag nakasuyop ng droga yan, maghanap ng alkohol yan. Sigurado yan. Pag tama ng alkohol, pati yung ng droga, it shrinks the brain. Yung babae, she was just picked up and brought to the construction site near the house. Tapos nirape doon, pinatay, sinunog pa. Yan ang hindi ko talaga maintindihan. I cannot let go. Yung bata na 3-year-old raping mo. Ang problema nito, ang nakikita nila, ang patay ng mga kriminal. Well, how about the victims on the other side? Bakit hindi ninyo tignan and see what these criminals have done to our children, to our wives and daughters. May listahan kayo. Ang listahan ninyo doon sa namatay. Hindi ba kayo maligaya yan o wala ng kriminal? Pero pag tindi mo dito, ilan ang patay na inosente, pati polis ko at sundalo na mamatay dyan. Baka akala ninyo kriminal lang. So that is my lamentations, and I just want you to hear. In my 5 years in office, we made real change in governance to the reforms we pursued. However, with this governance, must be sustained and broadened. We need to make, I'm just getting my ear. Naghihingal ako. Baka dito ako mamatay pagka-presidente. Diba na ang pitik ng ano ko ngayon? Ng kasing-kasing ko. Kasing-kasing is puso. To make every public servant responsive to the needs of the people and enjoin every Filipino to assert the right to demand malasakit from their leaders until everyone lives with dignity, well-fed, educated, healthy, secure, disciplined, and empowered to contribute to the national development. I will not be forever be president. But ang kulang sa Pilipino is assertiveness. Pag magmayroon kayong transaction at hingian kayo, ang sabi ko sa inyo, ito ang payo ko. Murahin mo, sabihin mo, nagtatrabaho kayo at kami dito. We are following papers and you are sitting on your ass. Ulit. Kaya dito sabi ko, pag kinikirak ng Pilipino, total, last sunod nito. Pag may mag-follow up kayo, permit, clearance, at paghingi ng pera, murahin ninyo, sabihin ninyo, yan, sabi ni Duterte, sampaling ko kayo, kasi ako nagbabayad ng buwis, bakit ginaganito ninyo? Anthony, mga Pilipino, hindi naman lahat. Tayo magtatrabaho sa gobyerno. You know, when it takes you 1 month to process a paper, takes you, patos pabalik-balik yung tao. Pag ang tao bumabalik, 2, 1, 3, then there is corruption there. Murahin mo. At kung maaari, pahiramin kita ng pangkulam para kulamin. Ganun talaga. I'm just warning everybody. There's still 1 year to go. In about 3 days, lagyan mo ng papel. Pumalik ka dito at this hour on Thursday. At pagkita mo yung papel, hanapin at may bibigay. Yan ang gamitin ninyo. For all the local governments also. In my cabinet, it's 30 days. Walang extension. All. Sabi ko, reduce the signing authority from 6, 7 to only 1 or 2. Hindi naman kailangan